Welcome to Community Corner. I'm your host, Melody Callahan. Joining me in the studio today, I have two very special guests. So I'm really glad that you are here to tune in. We've got lots of great information to share with you today. I have Mr. Marc Murphy. Marc is the president and CEO of the Boys and Girls Home located at Lake Waccamaw. And I also have Mr. Ray Cockrell, who is the Chief Mission Officer. So I really appreciate you guys being here. Lots of great events coming up, lots of great services offered at the Boys and Girls Home. So let's dive in. How about it?
Good to be here.
Yeah, it's good to see you. Marc, let's just start out by talking about the Boys and Girls Home. Where are you and what do you do?
So we are in the town of Lake Waccamaw, and we are right there in the middle of town. You can't miss us. We have traditionally been a children's home. So this is our 70th anniversary of being an organization at that location, and we have had residential care facilities or group homes, but we also have foster homes, an adoption program. We have home-based services where we can work with families to help families stay together and not have to come into out-of-home care. And we also have our Thomas Academy program on campus, which is a charter school that's open to both the community and our kids on campus. And then we have our Child Advocacy Center, Caroline's Kaleidoscope Advocacy Center here in Whiteville.
That's a lot.
Yeah, it is. It keeps us busy.
It does. It does. Now, we were talking earlier about how you are seeing an increase in siblings that are coming to the Boys and Girls Home. Talk with me about that.
Yeah, I think the pandemic did a number on all of us. And it certainly left children and families struggling. And so since then, over the last few years, we've seen a growing number of children in North Carolina coming into care. At any given time, there's about 12,000 children in North Carolina who are in out-of-home care. They've been removed from their home because they have experienced abuse, neglect, substance use in the home, domestic violence. And so those 12,000 kids, a large number of them are sibling groups. And so, it's hard enough to be removed from your family, your mom or your dad, but imagine now being removed and separated from your sibling. And so one of the things that we've learned in the past few years is that about 80% to 75% of sibling groups are torn apart when they get removed and placed into out-of-home care. And so we thought that's something that we can do to specialize. So our last 6 months, we've specialized in keeping those sibling groups together and making sure that all the departments of social services know that we have room for those siblings, whether it's in the same cottage or maybe we'll split them up in different cottages on the same campus so they can go to school together, so they can do activities together. And so right now, we've got 62% of our kids on campus are sibling groups kept together.
Wow.
And that's a much better statistic than the 75% that are separated when they typically come into out-of-home care.
Absolutely.
It's really been special to see the kids coming and realizing they get to stay together. As you can imagine, the kids are scared when they come to us. They don't really know. Can they trust us? Is this a safe place? Are these adults going to take care of me? Are they going to hurt me like some of the other adults in my life? And so when you see the siblings together, you see that at least they know they've got each other.
Right.
And while they might be nervous and anxious at first until they can learn that we're here to take care of them, they at least have this foundation of their brother or their sister right by their side. And we found that has reduced anxiety in the kids, it's reduced fear, and it's also reduced disruptive behavior.
Oh, I'm sure. Like you said, that's a very stressful, emotional time for the children. And then to feel so alone, like everybody's just been taken from you. I'm sure that just adds to the difficulty of the situation. So, what are the age ranges for the children that you help?
Really with our programs, we are birth up to 21. Now on our campus in Lake Waccamaw, which is primarily where you'll find us on any given day, those kids tend to be no younger than 6, and they typically are around 18. They can go older. But we also have some teen mom cottages. So we do have some infants and some toddlers and even pregnant teens on campus who are in a specialized program where we can help them still learn to be kids while also learning the skill of being a good parent. And then create a safe environment for their infants or their toddlers to be a part of our community and learn the skills they need so they can be ready for school and meet all those milestones that we want them to meet of walking and talking and their physical development.
And on campus, you provide all of the support staff to support these programs to offer this assistance to teen moms, for example.
We've got some wonderful clinicians who work both in pulling the kids together in groups and individually to talk to them, to get through all these big emotions that come with being abused or neglected. We have a program that we're expanding right now that's our equine therapy program. So we have 2 specialists who are EGALA certified, which is a national certification, in providing this unique healing therapy with kids that involves our horses and our ponies. And it's a way that we found that the kids have felt safer to talk about difficult topics when there's an animal present, an animal that's responsive to them. And that's actually a program that we're looking to grow over the next few years. As many people know, we have a large farm complex.
Right.
And it's so wonderful to see our kids over there interacting with some of the animals in a healing way.
How many kids can the campus hold? How many residents?
You know, we can hold about 50 or 60. We've been renovating several cottages, so right now we're right around 30. Of course, we have about 80 children at Thomas Academy. And one thing a lot of people may not realize is that we have foster and adoptive homes in 14 different southeastern North Carolina counties.
Wow.
And we have 101 kids in those foster homes. And we also, I think we have an adoption finalizing this week. So we're often finalizing forever families for the kids who can't be reunited with their parents.
Well, those are wonderful statistics. Those are the ones that we like to share, right?
Yeah, I like the happy ending.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, Ray, as being the Chief Mission Officer, your office helps to support all of the wonderful programs that are available at the Boys and Girls Home. And one of the ways is through these events that we have coming up, right?
Absolutely.
All right, so let's talk about it.
All right.
Lots of great stuff coming up.
Yeah.
And talk with me a little bit about what you got going on.
So I know that Southeastern is celebrating a milestone this year, and I've seen everything you guys are doing. Well, we started all the work that Mark's talking about. We started making a positive difference for kids in 1954. As Mark mentioned, that makes this our 70th anniversary. So for 70 years, we have impacted thousands of lives. So we're going to be celebrating that throughout this year. We've also, it's a year for anniversaries. The foster care program that Mark talked about, and actually Mark started that program 25 years ago. So we're celebrating our 25th anniversary of the foster care program. And then the foster care program kind of naturally led to our adoption, being an adoption agency. So for 20 years, we've been doing adoptions across the state. So the 70th for the organization, the 25th for foster care, the 20th for our adoption program. And we've also had another program that we started about 10 years ago. It's called Light the Lake. We've been doing that for 10 years, just bringing awareness to the problem of child abuse in our area. So we're having a big celebration of those events, April 13th. On our farm property, we're going to have bouncy houses, we're going to have a live band, we're going to have games and fun. That's from 1 to 5 on April the 13th. And that's going to be celebrating those anniversaries for foster care and adoption. And that day will culminate in taking a walk down to the lake. The 10th anniversary of Light the Lake, we'll be walking with candles down to the lake to bring awareness to those, to that issue.
And this is a free event.
Absolutely.
That the community is absolutely
Please come join us.
involved in and asked invited to join in.
Exactly.
And after Light the Lake on April the 13th, coming up after that, you've got May the 11th, classy cars and country cooking.
That's right.
Now that sounds like a lot of fun.
Who doesn't enjoy looking at some fun cars? So we are going to have a car show. We're hope that will be a big event, and along with that, we're going to have, it's like a food truck rodeo. So we're going to have some great food out there. We're going to have some wonderful cars, and again, that's open to the community. If you want to show your car, you're welcome to do that. nominal registration fee of $20, but other than that, it's free to the public. We just want our community to come out and join that and have some fun.
And then after that,
Yeah.
So you need to get all these dates on your calendar,
That's
y'all.
right.
You got May the 31st, Kaleidoscope of Hope Soiree, benefiting Carolyn's Kaleidoscope, and that is the Child Advocacy Center that Mark was just referring to.
Absolutely, absolutely. What a fantastic program that's having such impact in our community. And so this is our first annual event, and it's Carolyn's Kaleidoscope Child Advocacy Center. So we're doing Kaleidoscope of Hope Soiree. We're going to have some music, we're going to have some dancing, we're going to have great food. We are doing that May 31st at the Spillway. And so we hope that a lot of folks will come out and join us. Ticket information is being provided online. Feel free to go to our website to get those. But it's hopefully going to be a special evening to support such a special program.
And the center is actually located here in Whiteville.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Right here in the community.
What type of services does the center offer? Like, how do they work with the Boys and Girls Home? What's that relationship?
You know, it is an important part of us trying to find some resolution to why kids experience abuse and neglect. So we're actually working with the district attorney's office in close partnership with law enforcement, with departments of social services, not only in this county, but in a few other counties, where we are able to take kids who have just recently experienced physical or sexual abuse, bring them into our center, which is a nurturing, colorful, bright, safe environment. Every kid gets to walk out with a stuffed animal of their choosing. But what happens is in that building is that we interview these children with our trained clinicians and our medical provider in a way that gently helps them to tell their story. But it's done in a way that is forensically admissible in court. And we are recording it, and the kids know that, in a very safe environment, so that that story doesn't have to be told time and time again. It's hard enough to even utter it, right? To say, I've been abused, I've been harmed by someone.
Right.
And so they tell that story. It's recorded, we work with law enforcement, they take it to trial, and we're able to convict the people who are harming the children of Columbus County.
Very good. So this is a very important cause. So folks need to go to your website. Give me that website address to find out more details.
boysandgirlshomes.org.
Well, that's easy enough.
There you go.
And next month, though, we've got Southern Farm Days that are coming up.
Southern Farm Days
That's
is
always
on our
a good
campus.
time.
Yeah, what a fantastic event. But that's March 15th through the 17th. It'll be on our farm property right there at our campus. And it's just a lot of fun to be out there and be a part of that event.
And the Boys and Girls Home, y'all are very fortunate to have many sponsors, some of which are corporate sponsors. So if we've got someone tuning in today that would like to possibly volunteer to help at some of these events, or if they feel led to give a donation to the Boys and Girls Home, how would they go about that?
Well, you know that we can't continue to do this work without great friends. We've got great friends in this community, corporate sponsors that stay involved with us. We've got individuals that continue to believe in what we do and support us. So yeah, through our website, you can contact us. Phone number 646-3083. Just give us a buzz and we'll figure out where you fit. We'd love to have volunteers on our campus helping with some of these events. Obviously, you can make a financial donation through our website or giving us a call. And then we have our country store. Next time you clean out your attic or clean out a closet, if you'd like to make a donation, all the proceeds from the store come back to support our program with kids.
Or go shop at the country store.
Come see
I
us,
just bought a
absolutely.
table last week from the
Did
country
you?
store, and I don't get a special discount. I just go, and so it's a great place to find some treasures.
It really is. And there's a Facebook page also. So there's social media for the Boys and Girls Home. So if folks want to check that out. And the country store, like they will post some really cool treasures that they have in there. I mean,
You can also find us on Instagram. So we're trying to, and LinkedIn. So we're trying to hit all the socials.
That's right.
So people can find us and communicate with us and support us.
A lot of different ways to get involved with our program and with the kids.
Well, that is wonderful. Well, I want y'all to come back and talk with me again soon so we can talk more about this and maybe some of the events coming up, because if it's your 70th anniversary, I got a feeling there's going to be a party. So
We got a lot coming.
got a lot coming up. So lots of great things going on. Thank y'all for coming in and talking with me, sharing so much information. I've learned a lot in talking with you, and I appreciate what y'all do for the children in our community. So
Thank you for
Thanks
having
so
us.
much. We appreciate it.
all right. So if you have any questions, if you'd like to make a donation, if you'd like to volunteer for an event, please check out the Boys and Girls Home. You can go to their website, give them a call. They're all over social media, and I'm sure that they would love to hear from you. As always, thank you so much for tuning in. We appreciate your support. Make sure you tune in again soon so you can see how we continue to open doors to opportunities here at Southeastern Community College.